For action, and it looks as though we are about to get underway. Two superstars lock up. Another exclusive matchup with Coliseum Video. We're ready to get down to business.
Yes, I was impressed very much so by their attitude going into this match. They both said that they're going to give all their all, and I'm certainly looking forward to that. Well, it boggles my mind and everybody else's mind too.
First to move in, collar and elbow. And boy, this crowd, they've been waiting for this encounter all night. We've got the power and skill.
Yes, and his fleet of foot too. Don't forget that, because speed is a very, very important factor in this particular match. Doesn't he look confident?
This is going to be some bad luck.
He certainly knows how to strike most effectively. He may be in for a rude awakening here. I don't know. He certainly knows what he's doing, Sean.
Well, two very interesting styles, meeting head-to-head here. Two very gifted superstars. And I think that they are going to have to use every tactic. Yes. Vocabulary of wrestling moves.
Yes, some not even in the book.
And Warnoff and Hayes, both superstars, very cautious at this point.
They are indeed. One thing they've got to do, they've got to pace themselves. There's no getting on the outside and having a little respite for 2 or 3 minutes. You've got to be in there the whole time. One of the most important keys to success is being able to pace yourself correctly. You know, both do their homework very, very thoroughly on their opposition. So obviously they've looked, reviewed tapes, probably Coliseum tapes of that, to see how each has fared.
So we've got a great matchup here.
Indeed, we have.
Took a long way to get there, but I think we made our point.
Absolutely.
Well, I have a feeling that this is one encounter that is going to get a bit wild. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. Special broadcast this evening, Your Lordship, the Armed Forces Network.
Well, that's very kind of them, but I'm still sure that Bobby Heenan gets paid for it.
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't a charitable move on Brain's part.
And the Gorilla's not far behind him, you know. He likes a few pence in the pocket too.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, that looks like a tell if you go up through.
Your Lordship, great match to include as an exclusive encounter for Coliseum Video. And I know for a fact we are going to see some sparks in this battle.
Yes, this is a plum of a match for Coliseum Video. They really have excelled themselves with this exclusive.
Surprised he wanted to stand toe-to-toe there. He'd like to end this in a hurry. He certainly would. Oh. And after seeing the action we've seen so far, Dr. Hayes going to make a prediction and say this is going to be a tremendous exclusive matchup that is going to be included.
Yes, I must echo those words, Paul. I don't always like to agree with you, but sometimes you're forced to.
Alfred, you arrived here earlier than I did, and I see you got some color today.
Yes, I was out on the beach. It was very nice there.
So it's going to be a perfect day because not only did you get out in the sun, but to see some great World Wrestling Federation action.
Yes, I saw it. But very nice.
Folks on the edge of their seats here. And there is a clear example of the skill in the ring. He was worked very hard, spent a lot of hours in the squared circle, just practicing, perfecting his moves, and it's certainly paying off.
Absolutely, Sean. The execution of those moves, to be strung together, timing was great, all the balance was correct, shows you how he has, in your words, improved.
And not only skilled with wrestling moves, they're also very skilled at stretching the rules, shall we say.
A little deviation from the rules, anybody really, but very, very sneaky, crafty wrestler. Sometimes with the referee's back turned, he will use some very, very dubious moves.
He has very quickly scaled the ranks. It's definitely one of the top contenders.
I would have to go along with that, Sean. Most definitely.
Not that I admire or really like the way he behaves. We're set for action. And it looks as though we are about to get underway. Two superstars lock up. Another exclusive matchup for Coliseum Video. They're ready to get down to business.
Yes, I was impressed very much so by their attitude going into this match. They both said that they're going to give all their all, and I'm certainly looking forward to that one. It boggles my mind and everybody else's mind too.
Very cautious at first, they move in, collar and elbow, and boy, this crowd, they've been waiting for this encounter all night. Got the power and skill.
Yes, and his speed to get through. Don't forget that, because speed is a very, very important factor in this particular match. Doesn't he look confident?
Oh. This is going to be some battle, I think, going out for Hayes.
He certainly knows how to strike most effectively. He may be in for a rude awakening here. I don't know so much, so. He certainly knows what he's doing, Sean.
Well, two very interesting styles, meeting head-to-head here. Two very gifted superstars. And I think that they are going to have to use every tact,
Yes.
in their vast vocabulary of wrestling moves.
Yes, some not even in the book.
And Warnoff and Hayes, both superstars, very cautious at this point.
They are indeed. One thing they've got to do, they've got to pace themselves. There's no getting on the outside and having a little respite for 2 or 3 minutes. You've got to be in there the whole time. One of the most important keys to success is being able to pace yourself correctly. You know, both do their homework very, very thoroughly on their opposition. So obviously they've looked, reviewed tapes, probably Coliseum tapes at that, to see how each was fared.
So we've got a great matchup here.
Indeed we have.
Took a long way to get there, but I think we made our point.
Absolutely.
Well, I have a feeling that this is one encounter that is going to get a bit wild. So Will Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan are doing a special broadcast this evening on the Armed Forces Network.
Well, that's very kind of them. But I'm still sure that Bobby Heenan gets paid for it.
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't a charitable move on the Brain's part.
And the grill's not far behind him, you know. He likes a few pence in the pocket too.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, he never picks up a tank for going through.
Well, Chip, what a great match to as an exclusive encounter for Coliseum Video. And I know for a fact we are going to see some sparks in this battle.
Yes, this is a plum of a match for Coliseum Video. They really have excelled themselves with this exclusive.
Surprised he wanted to stand toe-to-toe there. He'd like to end this in a hurry.
He certainly would.
And after seeing the action we've seen so far, Dr. Hayes, I'm going to make a prediction and say this is going to be a tremendous exclusive matchup that is going to be included.
Yes, I must echo his word for it. I don't always like to agree with you, but sometimes you're forced to.
4, 5.
Happened you arrived here earlier than I did, and I see you got some color.
Yes, that was all of me.
7.
It was very nice there.
So it's going to be a perfect day because not only did you get out in the sun, you're going to see some great World Wrestling Federation action.
Yes, I saw all sorts of things on the boat. But very nice.
It's on the edge of their seats here. And there is a clear example of the skill in the ring. He has worked very hard, spent a lot of hours in the squared circle, just practicing, perfecting his moves, and it's certainly paying off.
Absolutely, Sean. The execution of those moves, with you strung together, timing is great, all the balance was correct, shows you how he has, in your words, improved.
And not only skilled in wrestling moves, they're also very skilled at stretching the rules, shall we say.
A little deviation from the rules there didn't hurt anybody really. He's a very, very sneaky, crafty wrestler. Sometimes with the referee's back turned, will use some very, very dubious moves.
He has very quickly scaled the ranks. He's definitely, Lord Alfred Hayes, one of the top contenders.
I would have to go along with that, Sean, because definitely...
Not that I admire or really like the way he behaves in the ring.
You don't like his...
But as far as his skill, I go along with how you feel about superstars. Although it's tough for me at times.
One.
Tough to think of
Two. Three.
Part of it. But if you were to speak solely on skill, I would say he is definitely one of the best.
Well, that's very gracious of you, and I'm sure that you'll have a few kind words to say to you, Sean.
No, he never has a kind word to say.
Oh, he doesn't? Well, he doesn't to me either, quite honestly.
That's for sure. Very nasty to be.
Yes, miss. He's a killer. He really is.
Nice individuals.
No. They're in a man's world, in a man's sport, and they certainly are men.
Where men are men.
Yes, absolutely. Doesn't appear to have any weaknesses in his armor at all, though.
One.
Great conditioning, Sean.
Two.
He really is a superstar.
Three.
You have to admire him.
Yes.
Who has shown us a lot of skills over the past. He's a very powerful performer, a very, very gifted wrestler. I
One.
certainly know that inside the ring, this
Two.
man is a very, very aggressive.
Three.
And he certainly has chalked up a remarkable list of victories.
I've seen him in the ring long enough to know. Anytime he can erupt.
One.
Count.
Two.
Great angle. About as close as I got to get to the action.
Yes.
In this case.
And look at that shot, Sean. Our cameraman taking us right in the ring there. You were talking about great angles before. That was another good one. You can't be closer to action than that in the World Wrestling Federation. That is surely a coup for Coliseum Video.
This is an exclusive matchup for Coliseum Video. As Coliseum Video cameras bring us in close. Closest I've ever been.
Yes, really.
Boy, we have a good look at that. Battle continues. This capacity crowd is really getting an action-built match here.
One. Two.
You know, Sean, I think the fans here are finding it difficult who to really favor in this match. I think they're quite evenly divided on the two.
On both sides, giving everything they've got. And you can see just the edges of fatigue sneaking in. But as far as the action goes, it's just as furious as when the bell first sounded.
They probably have every young girl in here cheering for them. With the fair maidens. Yes, I knew a fair maiden here once. Molly, her name was. Precious little girl. No, I don't. No. Details.
So you are in a real spry mood today.
Thank you, sir.
Really taking advantage of the situation now. Using everything he's got.
I believe he's trying to step up the pace here. I think he's found maybe a faster pace is more to his liking.
A series of moves right there.
Great moves and counter moves and counter moves.
Yes, nicely explained, Alfred.
Yes, I don't think we're ever going to keep up with them, do you, Sean?
Only in slow motion.
I'm sure, please, you're calling the play here. I couldn't do it.
Think about it, he never lets up.
He certainly
He's
doesn't.
in the opening, he goes right for it. He goes to dismantle.
Yes. He is relentless, you're right, Sean. I like the choice of your word, Sean. Dismantle. That's what he does. He takes you apart.
Slow and calculating, but incredibly effective.
You do sometimes marvel at his courage. I mean, obviously, he's not only a great wrestler, but he does possess a great deal of grit. But obviously, resolution.
Well, you clearly saw that.
His intent on really destroying, and he's doing a good job of that right now.
Rarely pays any attention to the referee as it is.
He doesn't speak the same language as referees, that's for sure.
Referee.
Yes,
To a certain extent. Difficult time trying to keep things under control.
our referee here has his hands full in this encounter. Both indulged in illegal tactics so far. Delhi Davis getting a little fed up with this right now, trying to keep some sort of order. How difficult that is. You know, one thing these men have in common, both of them, is that as youngsters they played rugby. Yes.
Well, Lordship, I have to say that is one great sport.
It is. I know that you partake in a few games of rugby.
I know people find that hard to believe, but I kind of stayed out of the end there and wait till they pass me the ball and I'll run in and touch it down.
You're a little modest. I know that you campaigned in Great Britain and in Europe as a rugby man, only 15.
Well, we've got two men battling it out right now.
Devastating wrestler, is he not, Sean?
Certainly is.
He certainly has his wits about him at all times. And now you're seeing superb wrestling, and it's very, very best here by two complete masters. And look at this, bang, 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 it's like the stock exchange.
Boxing match.
Well, the action now is really fast and furious, both climbing into top gear. And I'm afraid that the referee is not equal to that particular speed. He's just by himself, one man in the ring, really not enough.
Good hold of the reins at this point in this encounter.
Seems rather delighted with what he's doing.
Apparently he's accomplishing what he set out to do.
Some great moves here. He's beginning to establish himself in this belt. He's beginning to dominate. And once he does this, he's a tremendously good front runner. What a good situation our Coliseum cameraman had just then right in the corner.
I'd love to get another look at that.
Sean, you're so right. When you said that just now, I was trying to think the last time I saw. I can't remember ever seeing this happen to him before. So this game plan seems to be working. Those are good tactics indeed. He certainly knows how to pull things out of the bag. A very uncouth fellow, but a great wrestler. His language.
Wait a minute, Lord Alfred Hayes. I'm going to tell you right now, I know that there's going to acquire a copy of this exciting tape. If you will listen to every moments, he's going to hear what you just said.
Well, that's good.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to retract that.
I don't
You said he was uncouth.
Yes, he is uncouth. I don't know that. He rather takes a pride in the way he can handle gutter language. I particularly rather likes that. Sometimes the things he says, well, you couldn't possibly say them to him or anyway. Even so, it doesn't detract from what he does. He is a superb wrestler. That in itself, showing all that tenacity and resolve as a superb athlete.
I would agree with that point, but considering Lord Alfred Hayes is how formal you are, how much you believe in manners,
There's a kind
the point I was trying to get across, Lord Alfred Hayes.
See, that's a nice move.
One,
It's certainly given attitude adjustments.
three,
Few men can combat that move.
4,
How true.
5,
Showing the heaviness
6,
of that blow and the crispness of its delivery.
7,
I don't care who you are, but that was bound to
8.
really hurt you.
Well, I don't think too many individuals could have taken
9.
such a blow, but Your Lordship, you have suffered a few broken
Count
noses.
out.
There's a lot of sinew in the